Okay, now the DevOps portion. See, all of you Java guys, you can slowly start the DevOps also. That is fine because nowadays it's a common thing. In the companies, you might be expected to do even the DevOps quickly. So last time the DevOps code, what I told you guys is to just at least get an idea on the Linux, just basic commands. So like I said, I mean, this, yeah, we have a Udemy course. Either you use this Linux fundamentals. I just said go with the very first one as an assignment. And to practice Linux, you can just use this. Some of you tried the Linux based thing in your Windows using your virtual manager, all those stuff. Definitely you can do all those. Nothing wrong. But point is, virtual machine is not a small thing. I mean, you need to set up something. You are trying that virtual manager based thing. I think some of you tried. You are pinging me offline, but it's not a small thing. So virtual machine stuff, not so simple. Already you have the link. If you want, I can send the link again. Just go to this Katacoda. I thought, let me just show you guys. Just go to Katacoda, open this, and you just do the commands, whatever you see here. And let me open this course. What I will do, let me just open this course. I'm opening a very specific course, which is the very first one. So this one, maybe I'll tell again a specific things what you guys can do. In this Linux course, what you can do, Linux fundamentals for IT professionals. So let me write it down specifically. For Linux commands, that specific course in Udemy. So what you can practice is within Katacoda, you see the section 1 just to get an idea of what these guys are suggesting in section 1 is you get an access into AWS. Amazon Web Services, what you can get is you get 1 year free access with your credit card. Of course, you have to be very careful on what you use. Any questions, you can still ping me. You get some instance, some 1 GB RAM based instance for 1 year. So you can pretty much use it. That's the thing they're showing in this section 1 for this specific course, which I mentioned. So you can go through the entire section 1 to get some idea, because even though you're a Java guy, you will be expected to know a little bit about DevOps. Then what is this SSH on this thing? This thing, if you want, you can read the section 2 or else you can just ignore. So just let me mention. Section 1, do the entire thing, and basically it teaches you something about AWS free instance. You get a free instance for 1 year. That is something you're going to do in this course, section 1. Section 2, you can ignore section 2. And then what is this managing files, all those things. For example, say create files using the touch command. Let me just give a demonstration. So to play with the Linux, you can have your own Linux Windows manager, Windows VirtualBox, all those things, but it's not so simple. So as I gave the link, you can just go to that same Katacoda stuff. Just a minute. Sometimes too many links will be there. Yeah. So basically now what I done, I just went into this Katacoda terminal thing. You get access. You can access easily with your thing. Now, whatever you saw in that course, pretty much you can just practice. Let's say touch command. First thing is you do ls -l just to list in the current folder. There is nothing. Now let's say touch. Touch will say a.text. Touch means it will just create something. It's a command in Linux. So now if you do ls -l, you will see something. So there is some file. So basically, you learn something and you can practice. So section 3, you start doing. I'm not again expecting you to do everything. Section 3, you just try to learn some commands like section 3, you just try to do whatever is possible. Maybe within section 3, you can do 18 to 22 sections, I mean chapters. So in section 3, do chapters 18 to 22. Then again in section 4, you can do again, SCP is very, very tough thing. Tough in the sense it's a very deep thing. You can do just 27 to 29. In section 4, you can do chapters 27 to 29. And even if you're Java guys, better to do learn something. This local Yum repository, all these things, these are complicated stuff. Then manipulating data using Linux commands. Piping output. Piping is, let me just show you what is meant by piping. Piping is like this. Say, I will create, I mean, in that file, I will edit something. I can say nano, it will edit something. So what I can do is, I can type some data. This is a test. I'm just writing some data. I can exit by doing Control X, say S, enter. So now there is a command called cat. Cat means you just display to the screen. What you can do is you're just displaying. So now let me clear it first by using clear command. So I'm just showing what is piping. So I'll say cat a.text. Then to search, you can say grep. Then you can search for grep, let's say whether that word test is there or not. I'm just checking. So it is there in two lines, two different lines. So this symbol, which is pipe, it's very, very popular in Linux. So it's something very, very useful for you, piping. So this thing in the section 535, this is very, very important. Section 5, chapter 35 introduces piping. A simple example is, first we'll do touch, create a file, an example. Then I'll type nano a.text, put some data. Then I will say cat a.text pipe. This is pipe. And I grep for something like data. So basically, this is a pipe. Pipe means this is just information. So this way you can understand very specific on piping. Section 35. Then 36 is enough. 36 is enough, and no enough. Beyond this, no need to go. Do chapters 35, and then I will say do chapter 36. That's it. You spend like probably 1 hour and you complete this entire course, not required. You just need to learn the basics. Focus on basics. I'm not expecting you to learn anything. Yeah. I wanted to see first what you guys will try. So do these specific things. You don't need to spend more than 40 minutes all this for this Linux commands. So my idea here is just to get a feel of little bit on DevOps. See, you can learn the entire DevOps. I can spend 20 years, 30 years, all those things. But it has to stay in your head and keep practicing. So do these Linux commands in this specific way for this course. You will get some idea, and first just practice it. First just practice it, what exactly I told you. I will paste it and I'll send you within section 1 what you need to do within section 3. See, section, if you don't want to use AWS, you just want to use the Katacoda the way I'm showing you, you can actually skip section 1. You can just focus on section 3 the way I said, 4, section 5, that's it. Okay. If you have any questions, you can tell me here, then I can suggest you some other course here. See, first thing is Linux. What is this Linux? The next thing is, there is something called, once you join any Linux system, there is something called Git, Git, Git. Git is version control. As a developer also you need to use. It's not just for a DevOps guy. So let me just go there, that specific course we have. In the Udemy, understanding Git. Let me view that link also. Search the courses, Git.
Raghu, these Udemy courses are already there with
Yeah, in
iLife.
the same shared login, you can get from Khalid or Subhash. All the courses are already there. You don't even need to learn anything new. Yeah, this is
Got
my
it. So the
favorite.
course, okay, so the courses are already paid.
Yes, already there. You don't need to pay anything new. You just need to log in here, just use. Yes.
And one more thing, Raghu, in Linux, why are they introducing AWS? What's the relevance with
I'll tell
AWS
you
to
that.
Linux?
I'll tell you that also. First, let's complete the flow. So next thing is I want you to do. So this is Linux commands we need to understand from the DevOps point of view. I will give you some specific course also what you need to understand. Then Linux commands. Then second thing is within the DevOps, you need to understand what is Git. I mean, Git is good for even a Java guy also. You need to know what is Git. Do this specific course, Git specific course. And I will come to you, Hamza. This is very simple tutorial. I want to keep it as simple as possible. You do the section 1, then you understand something called Git, how you can do on Windows. I guess most of you are using Windows, so that's the reason I specifically use this course. Understand these tools. What is Git? What is Notepad? And there are some basic commands you can do. Now, first, let me say do the entire section 1 and section 2. Do section 1 and section 2 completely. This is Git. There is something called Git Bash on Windows, very popular. You just started, I'm sure you will have some doubts, I can help you. Do entirely section 1 and section 2. The next thing is, there is some keys internally. Then next thing is within the basic commands of Git. What is Git? And I'm just thinking how much you can learn. Yeah, I think do this entire sections 1, 2, 3, 4 just to understand what is Git Bash. Understanding Git Bash on Windows. Do all sections of from sections 1 to 4 in this Git Bash for Windows. So basically, understand what is this tool. That's the first thing I want you to get feel. So that with respect to the Git, whatever you practice, you can practice directly with this Git Bash. Now, Hamza, you're asking about why AWS they're emphasizing for Linux. The thing is, what they're saying is like this. Let me just show you. So now, pretty much this is done. What you can learn for Linux commands, what you can learn for Linux commands you're practicing with on Katacoda. You can practice. Let me write it down. You can practice on katacoda.com. The one I sent you the link already, katacoda.com, or you can practice on AWS anywhere you want. My suggestion is just practice on katacoda.com. You can select Ubuntu or CentOS and practice there. With respect to this one, you can just do it on your system. You can download a tool. You can practice in your own system. This one, understanding Git Bash on Windows. You can practice in your Windows system itself. Next. Next, coming to this AWS, why they're saying about Amazon, this thing. Let me just show you. This is console.aws.com, which you get like a AWS console. So what happens is, what they're trying to tell those guys when they say AWS, once you join, once you log in, I mean, you can create a free account. It is absolutely free. It asks your credit card, but it is free. Once you log in, what you can do, there is something called EC2. Just let me type EC2. You can go to EC2, and within EC2, you can see something called instances. So ultimately, what the process is, you create an instance, you can create an instance, fresh instance, and then once you create an instance, you can actually log into it. You can actually use it. It's like an online virtual machine you have. Why it's not coming?
Is it more like online server?
What is it?
Is it like EC2 is like online server when we create
Yes,
an
yes,
instance?
online server, exactly. Yes, it is. It is. Yes, you can create an online instance and you use it. Yes, it's just like a online server. You can instance. You can actually create an instance, whether you want micro or whatever. So basically, idea is you can create a new instance. You can select something. Say, I think EC2 one is like T2 micro or something. Sorry, not even T2 micro. I think you will get T1 dot micro or something. You can create this instance and you can start using it. I mean, you can see this way, launch instance. You can put some configuration, then you can do some setup, all those things. So there is some way you need to do setup. So basically what you're having is AWS is a cloud. Someone is managing it for you in somewhere in different locations of USA. You can create an instance. It's like online server you have. So if you're interested to create some online instance for you free, what you guys need to do in that Linux commands things, the very first section, how you can create a free instance in AWS for 1 year. You can do this specific section one just to get a free instance in that. Then you can practice Linux commands online instead of katakoda.com. Then you can practice Git Bash on your Windows system just to get an idea of what is this Git or Git Bash is about. Okay, guys, any questions here? If you have questions, we can discuss. If not, that's it for now. Again, we'll meet on Monday. Of course, you can
So
ping me anytime in the middle with your questions or whatever. I can post whatever this thing. Yeah.
so Raghu, this is like a new batch for new people that those are joining, right?
See, basically now what I'm going to do is I'm not spending hours and hours of training the way I used to do earlier. No point in it. It's more about giving the specific courses, asking them to practice. So that each whoever is interested, they'll go to Udemy, like Ibrahim is doing something. I think few others are trying to do. I saw they were pinging me offline. So whoever is interested, they'll go and try. If someone is not interested, no point in telling and they will not understand anything. I don't want to waste the time. It's all about specific training, specific courses. Who is interested, they'll go and try. And whenever they have questions, they can ask me. Yeah, that's the idea. Yes.
Right.
I'm trying
And
to
for
keep it
the
simple so that I'm asking people to learn through the Udemy courses. Yes.
right. And for the access, I can just ask Khalid for Unity access. And what else
Yeah,
do I
yeah.
need to ask him?
You just ask him, give me the Udemy shared login, he will give you. That's it. Udemy, this
Okay.
Khalid or Subhash. Or yeah, they will give you.
Okay. All right.
Okay, guys, then see you practice on this Linux separately. Who is interested on the Linux side? I mean, DevOps side. If you are Java guy, do the initial part and focus on that sections of whatever I mentioned. I'll just paste it also. What you need to do now as part of a this second session of Java. Then again, we'll meet on Monday, and I'll update the respective videos in YouTube also. Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Thanks, Raghu.
Yeah, see you.
Thanks. Bye.